I have to be seen to be believed. Queen Elizabeth II. Most of the sources I used were from the British Monarchy website. Some of my other sources included Wikipedia, BBC News Online, USA Today, Brainy Quote, and the Daily Mail Online. My name is Morgan Jones, and I'll be telling you about Queen Elizabeth II. I'll be telling you about her early life, marriage, and family, the jubilees and other lifetime milestones she's reached in her lifetime, and the charities that she supports. Prince William once said in a recent interview that he always remembers having a healthy respect for his grandmother. Queen Elizabeth II was born on April 21, 1926 at 2:40 a.m. in Mayfair, London. She was the first child of Duke and Duchess of York. She was also, at the age of 11, Princess Elizabeth became the second in line to the throne once her grandfather died and her dad became the king. On November 20th, 1947, Princess Elizabeth and her now husband Philip were married. They met at the age of 13, and that is when she, quote-unquote, said they fell in love. In 1952, Princess Elizabeth was visiting in Africa when she got the tragic news that her father had passed away, making her now Queen Elizabeth II. President Truman said he received from the people of the whole Commonwealth a love and devotion which went beyond the usual relationship of a king and his subjects. King George VI was a very respected man. Queen Elizabeth II has 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. 2 of her sons, Andrew and Edward, were born into a reigning family. This was the first time since Queen Victoria in the 19th century. She also only has 1 daughter, Anne, who is known as the Princess Royal. King George VI told Queen Elizabeth II, "I was so proud of you and thrilled at having you so close to me on our long walk in Westminster Abbey. But when I handed your hand to the Archbishop, I felt that I had lost something very precious." The Queen has reached many jubilees and milestones in her lifetime. One of the big milestones she's reached was the diamond wedding anniversary in 2007. It was the first one in the history of the monarch. It was 60 years of marriage to her husband. Her marriage has spanned 7 decades, 4 children, and 8 grandchildren. Jubilees occur every 25 years in the British monarch, so they celebrate major marks in their history. In 1977, Queen Elizabeth II reached her Silver Jubilee, marking 25 years as the reigning queen. During the Silver Jubilee, she wanted to travel and meet as many people as she could. She traveled to 36 counties in 3 months. In 2002, the Queen celebrated her Golden Jubilee, marking 50 years of being the reigning monarch. And just 2 weeks ago, Queen Elizabeth II celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, 60 years of being on the throne. This was only the second one in their history. Rick Dewsbury, a reporter for the Mail Online, said the Diamond Jubilee was a magical feeling of national togetherness. "I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong." Queen Elizabeth II is very involved in charities. She's a patron to over 600 charities and supports and encourages many of them. She is a supporter of her grandmother's work, Queen Elizabeth Children's Hospital. The hospital was actually never finished during Queen Elizabeth I's reign because of fires. However, Queen Elizabeth II opened the hospital in 1948. Queen Elizabeth II is also involved in Save the Children UK. Her daughter Anne is actually the president, and Queen Elizabeth II donates money to this charity every year. The charities that she supports have raised over £1.4 billion, which translates into almost $2.2 billion. At a meeting for the United Nations, Queen Elizabeth II was quoted, "Many of these sweeping advances have come about not because of governments, committee resolutions, or central directives, although all these have played a part, but instead because of millions of people around the world who have wanted them." To conclude, Queen Elizabeth II has a rich family history from her early life to marriage to her family. She has celebrated many milestones in her lifetime and is very involved in charitable work. Queen Elizabeth II is a brave, courageous woman who has hit many bumps in the road, but with the help of her family has overcome them and celebrated many lifetime celebrations.